this.
Well, good morning.
Morning. How's everybody doing today? It's Wacky Friday.
Did you wake up on the wrong side of the bed this
Yeah, I
morning?
feel like an animal this morning.
That's not something that's good.
You know,
it's not
just
something
one
that's
of those
good.
days
Where what?
where you just wake up like a werewolf looking to kick someone's ass.
All right.
So how you feel this morning?
Yeah, just peachy.
Nice.
I found this new app on Facebook, and I'm like stuck on it now.
Yeah, I realize that. That's why I look the way I do.
Yeah, it's
Wesley Adams looked at.
no, you weren't that bad. I made you pretty decent.
I don't know. I don't look so good on camera this morning. I guess I'll eat a Snickers bar and see if I become myself.
Maybe you should. You're not looking too healthy over there.
Yeah, I look
You
a
lost a
little
little
thin.
bit of weight.
Yeah, but I am getting some Halloween head, so guess it's all right. The life's been sucked out of me.
Oh my, oh my, oh my.
Yeah.
I guess
I just wanna
Freaky
say,
Friday,
"Ahoo" to everybody.
you know what? Listen, I'll be back in 2 seconds. Let me see if I can give him a Snickers bar and see if he'll return. Okay, be right back.
Spice body spray will make you feel so powerful to blow your mind right in front of your face. Goodbye. Oh no! He's like, I don't. Power!
Automatic freshness, softness, and static control has never been easier with the Bounce Dryer Bar. I just stick it to the inside of my dryer, and I never have to remember.
Oh, Spice body spray makes you smell like power! It's so powerful it sells itself in other people's commercials. You smell like outdoor freshness.
You smell like power.
Yeah, I do. Power! Power!
Try this. Mr. Prime Minister, I'm flattered that you love chocolate, but I'm here strictly in a professional. What's wrong with him?
He thinks you're naked.
My shell is brown. It just looks like my milk chocolate is showing. Only a fool would think I'd actually show up naked.
So it's that kind of party. Hit it!
I'm sexy and I know it.
Alright.
Look at that body. Look at that body. Look at that body. I work out. Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
Wow.
Oh, it worked.
Thank God for Snickers, huh?
Definitely.
Yeah. Feeling a little bony today, but that's all right.
I wish you were a little more bony.
Yeah. Yeah, me and my friend Bill here.
And now his name is Bill.
Yeah, now his name is Billy.
Okay, Bill.
His name is Billy Bones.
Billy Bones.
Yeah, he likes to sleep a lot. Goddamn thing. There we go. So, how are you this morning, Billy? I'm fine. You? What's new? This is the worst Jeff Dunham imitation you will ever see. Do you know that, right? Because if you look on the camera, Billy is speaking to you right now. Hello, boys and girls. Hey, I just threw my voice. Look.
Why is your mic down like that?
Because I just threw my voice. That's
You threw your voice? You're an ass.
yeah. All right.
You feel better now?
Yeah, Billy might have to go. He's taking up all my quality video time.
Move him over.
I feel bad shoving him off the table.
I always said shove him off the table. I said move him over.
Hold on. All right.
Is that better? Are you still a freaking diva? The Snickers bar didn't work?
Yeah, there we go. How's that? Now you can see me, right?
Now you can see you. I don't know if they want to, but
Nice.
they can see you.
Good morning, everybody. It's Friday. I feel so much better after that Snickers bar.
All right.
You know, I changed my paper today, like my underwear. It's Friday. Jay-Z seems to be doing business deals with Barney's.
We discussed that yesterday.
No, about Barney's, but
Yeah,
we didn't
discussed-
know about Jay-Z.
No, I did. I sat there and said that Jay-Z is supposed to sign a contract with them.
Jay-Z, it's time for you to stand up, man.
But-
They're profiling people that are going in there, hardworking people that have cash and looking to spend it in their establishment, and you're getting ready to do business with them.
Yeah.
And look what they're doing. Do you really want to be tagged to a racially profiled store? I'm just saying I'm not going to beat it to death, but think about it, man. It's time to stand up. Put your money where your mouth is. You got plenty of money, so it's not like you're hurting financially, but, you know, you really got to stand up and make a statement, and I hope he does. I hope he stands up for something. I would take my clothing line right out of there. You know, that's wrong.
Why would clothing line be in Barney's?
Well, Barney's is a clothing store in Manhattan.
I know that, but he might have other things that. Oh God.
Yeah, I know. I see Cougar Chris is on the loose after Bruce. This woman is pathetically a media hound. She has to be in the papers every freaking day. And what is she, like 60, 65? And now she's going after 20-year-old guys, 25-year-old guys who have nothing to offer her. They don't have any jobs. They have nothing. All they can offer her is sex. So she's going to have a line of sex toys that she's going to take care of on everybody else's blood.
Wait. All right, you lost me. Now she's a line of sex toys?
Yeah, sex boys is more
Why'd
like
you say
it.
sex toys?
Because that's what they are. They're like sex toys.
Wow.
These are kids that don't have jobs, don't have money, and now they're sleeping with Kris Kardashian.
Why not? They want the money.
She's the one with the loot.
Good morning, you're a madhouse.
Yo, dude, send me the link.
What link?
I don't know what's going on with the link. I have to have the computer has to be set up to Facebook. But if you go to madhousetv.com, you click on mine and Paulie's page, you can get the show.
No, it doesn't work.
It does so.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
I went on there 5 times.
Well, your phone stinks then.
No, you guys suck. So where is it?
madhousetv.com.
I did, and it's only showing other people's stuff.
Did you see our picture?
No,
Then I don't know what's wrong with your phone.
you're not on the radio. That's why.
Okay.
Let me look for it.
Alrighty. Bye. Okay.
What is this? Tuesdays. Barney said, I was told that the individual who approached your daughter some time ago following her visit to our store was not a Barney's New York employee, nor were they acting as a result of a call placed by Barney's to the New York City and to Barney's New York to the NYPD.
Really? NYPD said what?
They sent out the police. On Thursday, they notified the police that they had a suspicion about the purchase of this particular card.
So why would the New York City police BS about that?
They're not. Barney's, when that girl made that $2,500 purchase with her debit card, because she's black, they called the police. And they said it was suspicious. What it was suspicious about this girl spending her own money?
Ooh, they have a $5 million claim against Barney. She does.
Well, and I was told that the individual who approached your daughter. Hold on.
Damn.
Jay-Z is calling me.
Do you ever know how to turn the phone off? You never answer the phone. Never. Now you're going to get up to go answer it. Huh?
A 352 number.
Oh, one of your kids. What are you doing now?
I'm going to bring my phone over here.
The volume of the music went away.
No, the chase.
Oh, okay. You never answer the phone. At home, nothing. So,
No, I'm not a phone kind of guy.
yeah, I noticed.
I do accept smoke signals, emails, and
Somebody's phone's making noise.
friend requests from naked women.
I see friend requests from naked women. You're gonna get a freaking fat lip.
Only the ones that have big boobs.
You'll get a fat lip.
If they don't have big boobs, then I don't want
I don't
to
care
be their
because you'll
friend.
still get a fat lip. You'll get double the size lip.
I want big Ange boobies to like chicks with really big kanakas.
And chicks with really big kanakas, Paulie's gonna have a really big kanaka in the eye.
You're so full of shit. You love me. You love me. So it's all right when I send guys with pashadas over to see you. That's a different
Those
story.
freaking guys with pashadas.
Come on. Come on. Let's call a spade here.
What?
I think it was, oh, God, it must have been about 94, 95 at the Warp Tour.
There was no pashadas.
And that
hanging
guy
out.
had his willy wanging.
No, the chick had everything hanging.
No, and the guy
no,
showed, and I
no.
said
The guy
to him,
came with no shirt.
no, he came out with no wang
No,
because he had
no.
on his penis it said, "Welcome to Philadelphia."
No. The chick that he was with had no shirt. The front part of his shorts and everything else was missing in the back. And it was like a landing strip in the front.
I don't know. I didn't see the
You
front.
lying
I was
sack
too
of
busy
shit.
working. Well, why'd you send her over to me?
No, excuse me, you sent him and her over to me.
Because he wanted to show you his new tattoo.
It was on his back.
No, the one on his penis, the
There
Liberty
was
Bell.
nothing on his penis.
It did. The whole head of his penis was the Liberty Bell, and it
No
said,
guy came over to me with a
He
shot
should have. I gave him $5. It said, "I'm a ding dong daddy. Ring my bell." So you know that guy was well hung. I can only get 1.5 letters on mine, so so it's kind of hard.
You wish it was hard.
Yeah, on mine it says, "Read the next penis."
That used to be fun. We used to do the walk tours.
Yeah,
I mean, you were at one
10
end.
years.
You were at one end. I was at the other end, and I don't know how
We
many
were just
people
tearing it
we
up.
were sending back and forth to each other.
We were just tearing it up. We had a great time. We worked for Vans. First, we worked for Lollapalooza. Well, I worked for Lollapalooza. I worked with Perry Farrell and Dave Navarro.
Well, actually, you didn't work for them.
Yeah, it
You
was
worked
their
with the
tour.
it was their tour,
tour,
yeah.
and we worked for them. We were hired by them to work.
yeah.
So technically, we were working for them.
But-
And for 3 years, we did that Warp Tour.
Do we really want to tell people what we did?
Oh my, no!
You sure?
All right, I was an ice cream man.
And I was a hamburger person.
And you can laugh all you want
Oh.
because we were paid $300 a day
Yeah, we paid a lot.
to do that. From
Yeah, but
Cohan's Catering
we
at the
did-
time. Big Charlie Cohan was running
We
it.
did what? 2 days, one day setting up,
Right.
2 days tour, and 1 day tear. Well, actually, the
Right.
same day we tore down.
Right. We tore down that night by like 2 o'clock in the morning. We were out
But-
of there. But we got paid
When I
$600,
tell you,
$700.
no sleep, no sleep.
No, there was no sleep till Brooklyn.
No, man, it was
We,
a wild.
We got to see Metallica, Courtney Love and Hole, you name it, Blink 182, Yellow Card.
Jesus Leopards.
Yeah,
Mighty Mighty Boss Tones.
who were
year.
fantastic. We saw the Allman Brothers. We saw
Fish.
Fish, Primus, Arrested Development, Rusted Root.
But actually, when we saw Fish and Allman Brothers, that was down in Waterloo.
That was in the
Jersey.
hole, and what I wish they
Yeah.
would open that place again because that was some venue.
Yeah. Let's see. We met Stevie.
Yes, from Tribeca.
Yeah, that was funny. We
He,
we ran out of diesel, and me and Paulie had to go get diesel
yeah,
for the trucks, for the generators, and we're driving around in Astoria, and it was a very colorful neighborhood.
yeah,
Nobody really spoke English,
yeah.
and you see a guy, his feet up, on the end of a driveway.
Yes, that's what Stevie
with
looked
his
like.
feet up.
And I was at wit's end. I said to him, "Excuse me, do you speak English?" I'll never forget that. He dropped this paper and says, "Yes, but my mechanic does not speak English." Remember Sven was his name?
Sven.
This kid loved Harleys, knew everything about Harleys,
English.
but he couldn't speak 2 words of English other than hello and goodbye. That was his whole English repertoire. And I proceeded
we
to talk
spent-
to Steve.
Yeah, we spent a good
About-
part of 2 hours.
Yeah, we spent a couple of hours
We
with
got
him.
there just as the concert was reopening.
Yeah,
remember?
we just thank God that we knew security. They just let us in.
Yeah.
The big thing about Steve is there was a movie coming out and we didn't know about it called The Bronx Tale.
Yeah.
And one of the bikes belonged to Steve.
Why? No.
It was his wife's, but he owned all those bikes.
The bikes that were all in the show belonged to Steve.
Right, and they were all his friends. They
Yeah.
weren't extras. They were actually
Bikers.
local bikers that were friends with Steve and his wife, God rest his soul. And we didn't know it at the time, and then later on we found out, and it was really kind of exciting to
We stayed
meet.
friends with him for a while.
Yeah, we stayed friends. He was friends with Rocky Dennison from Mask, the child that passed. He knew the
He
mother
was involved with
a lot.
the whatchamacallit Productions.
Tribeca.
Yeah, no, the other one too. I forget.
He was friends, actually, partners with Robert De Niro on a few things, and we sat and we spoke, and it was kind of exciting to see this biker sitting out there and then find out that he knows people from Tribeca. And here we think we just
You
live
never
there.
can judge us bikers, can you?
Yeah, you can never underestimate what we're going to pull out of our sleeves because
So-
we've been known to pull rabbits out of our asses.
But at that point, we sat there and, all right, I gotta do this. I'm sorry. We worked the tour, okay?
Right.
Now, when you're in the pits of Randall's Island, it gets muddy and yucky and
It
everything.
gets
because-
horrible.
I mean, you were on the ice cream truck. I was in the tent, and I
Yeah.
had buckets of soda. We
Melted
had,
ice.
Melted ice. I had hamburgers, hot dogs, all that garbage. I was there. There was not just me. There was tons of us. But from the sodas and the waters and buckets and
I'm
everything,
handing them out. Everything gets wet.
I was barefooted because I was in sandals. And I had stretch shorts on, a shirt. You know,
Yeah, your
my
hooker
sleeves,
shirt was
yeah.
just covering your boobs and it was wrapped
And my
around your
arms.
arms.
And my hair was up. It was a different way. I had
Looking like
the
a
little-
hottie.
I had the little fountain hair.
Yeah, she
back
was looking like a hottie.
So I sat there, and I was by the end of the day, I had like mud up my legs and whatnot or whatever.
Looking sexy.
You were covered in mud. I mean, in ice cream.
Oh my God, I was.
And who else was covered?
We had Big Maddie.
Maddie. Maddie was me and Paulie together. I mean,
Maddie
literally.
was like 330 pounds.
And me and
He
Paulie
was a
had
big man.
we had a Camaro back then, 79 Camaro.
Yep.
And Maddie took up the whole back seat.
Yes. Actually, that's how wide he was.
Yeah.
Once he got in, he had one leg behind me, one behind Danny, and he sat on the hump.
No, Maddie would sit like sideways.
He actually took. Now you see the size of the back seat of a Camaro. Picture this wall-to-wall
But wait a minute.
beast.
Let me finish my story.
Oh God.
So,
Are you gonna do the
Me-
first part or the second part? Because the first part I got to do
which one?
with the Biggie.
Oh, you can
Remember?
Well, at the end of the first night, like, we weren't all gonna like go back out to the island and come all back out.
Right.
We wouldn't have made it. So we all decided we were gonna get hotels.
Oh God.
Well, we drove around and around and around, and we went to the Waldorf Astoria.
Yeah, we ended up at the Waldorf Astoria.
Picture me covered in mud. Picture them covered in ice cream.
We were shot.
Going into the Waldorf Astoria. Well, we were informed that you cannot afford it.
Yes.
You don't look like the type of people that
Who can afford the
it.
Waldorf Astoria?
Well, all three of us pulled out a stack of bills like this thick, and boof. They all looked at us like.
Yeah, I think we whipped close to $8,000.
Well, at that point, they looked in the computer and said, "Sorry, we're booked." We were like, "Fuck it." Put the money
Yep.
back in our pockets. We were driving around, and
I did a whole shot coming out of their parking lot. Remember the
Yeah.
guy dared me to light him up, and I lit him up, and I came out onto the street sideways.
Well, at that point, we wound up down by the Astoria.
We ended up-
Wait, hold on. Astoria something.
We ended up by the airport in Astoria. I don't know what airport's over there. It was an
There was no
airport
airport.
plaza. It was an airport plaza.
I don't know.
I remember the word airport on
Well,
the hotel.
Hold on.
I think it was Joe's Fly By Night Hotel.
So we saw this hotel. We're like, all right, we'll go back, but we're starving
Right. So
because we don't eat when we work. But we found
went to
Wendy's.
Now, this is where the story gets interesting.
Good.
Because here I have Maddie in my back seat crunching my rims. Me and Annie, all three of us is shot. Maddie walks up. Well, actually, we drove up the driving window, and this Jamaican guy says, "Yo, man, how you doing this morning? What can I get you?" I order like a number one, and he says, "Would you like that with big fries or biggie fries?" I said, "I'll take a regular Coke." He goes, "Is that a biggie Coke or a biggie Coke?" Well, I said, "Look, dude, just give me a number one medium." He gives it to me. Annie orders her food, and again, we go through, "Would you like the biggie fries or the biggie fries with your order?" By this point, I could smell the wood burning on Maddie's skull, on his bald friggin' head. I could see the sweat. I could see him foaming. This dude orders, no lie, $15, $20 worth of food for himself, and the guy says, "Would you like a biggie fry?" And he says, "No." He says, "Would you like a biggie fry with a biggie Coke?" And he says, "Motherfucker, you ask me one more biggie thing, I'm going to beat your biggie ass." So, needless to say, we were not welcome at Wendy's either. So we were batting 1,000.
So now, okay, hold on.
Now, we're on Astoria Boulevard.
And we find the hotel.
A hotel. It's a no-tell motel, actually.
So
And
hold on.
Here goes Annie now.
So me and you go in, and they look at me and they look at you, and they're like, again, it's Indians.
Right, Hindu Indians, not American Indians, not
So they
Indians.
rent us the room, and all right, we go in, and next thing you know, they see Maddie come in with us.
Right, Maddie
It's
troops
only-
in 2 minutes
It's
later.
only me and you. So we're like, all right, no big deal, no big deal. So Maddie goes in and takes a shower first. He comes out. He's in boxers, if you want to call them boxers. They're tense. In boxers and a white T-shirt.
A wife beater.
No, a white T-shirt.
He was bald-headed. He looked like King Kong Bundy,
Yes.
the wrestler. He really did. He was that big and that massive. You knew he was in the room because he killed the lights.
So I'm like, all right, you're sitting on the edge of the bed, like you always do with the TV. I'm like, all right. Next thing you know, I'm getting ready to go in the shower, and you hear Maddie.
Yep.
He troops over, and he goes to
He
the
goes
front desk in his boxers.
for the video section.
The adult video.
Right. They had like a vending machine, and you put $5 in it, and you got the video. Well, he decides he's going to rent the porn. Now, there's 5 Hindu guys watching Maddie. He storms back to the room, puts it on the TV. I'm falling out from taking the
hold
shower.
on. No, you didn't even get in the shower yet.
All right,
I get in the shower.
I was waiting for Annie.
You're sitting on the edge watching this thing, and you and Maddie are putting the
This
tape
thing
in
on,
whatever.
and we're rolling. We're peeing because we
We're
know what
peeing.
they're thinking in
No,
the
no,
office.
No. Yeah, but I'm in the. I'm getting ready to go in the shower and I hear. Boom, boom, boom. I'm like, what the fuck? I opened the door to see Manny jumping
Yes.
on the bed.
Hitting the ceiling, punching the ceiling every
With his
time he
head.
went up, like pow, pow. So you got boom, boom,
But he
boom,
wasn't
boom, boom,
punching
boom,
it.
boom.
It was his head.
You you got the rock of the bed. Boom, 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 boom,
I
boom,
was
boom, boom.
dying though. I was
And
dying.
the
Wait,
more,
hold on. No,
the more
you
we were laughing,
You
the
could not
higher he
fathom
was
because
jumping.
I'm the one. I opened the door to see you like.
Yeah,
And Maddie jumping up and down. This man's like 300 pounds jumping up on a king size
easy.
bed.
I'm telling you, picture
And I'm
King Kong
dying.
Bundy jumping up and down on the bed, hitting the ceiling, hitting the bed, hitting the ceiling, hitting the bed.
So we all took our showers. We all went to bed. We were
By
freaking exhausted.
3 o'clock in the morning, we passed out.
We had to be back there by like 7. We get back there. Well, as we're walking out, the 3 of us, Maddie comes out with his freaking wise ass comments.
With his porno in his hand. The guy looked and was like, "Did you have
And
a nice
I was
time?"
like, I was mortified. I was like,
It was hilarious because she looked like a cheap hooker, and here she comes.
Thanks.
You did. You had that tube top around the arms, like holding your. You remember that one?
yeah.
And you had you had shorts on. You had your hair on the side.
Yeah.
You look like a hooker. Here
Thanks.
comes Big Matty, all flushed in the face because he's tired, holding his porno movie. And they go, "Are you coming back again?" We were like, "No, we will not be back until next year." And they were like, "Thank God," because the people upstairs were crying because all they heard was bumping. And we were like, "Bumping?" They were like, "Yeah, did you guys are like, you know," and we were like, "No, we're not together, you moron." He said, "This is my wife and this is my best friend." And Maddie made them think that we were all having this crazy
Well,
sex.
you see a 300-pound man walking
Oh,
around in
God.
boxer shorts,
And
barefooted.
we were
going
peeing.
to the I mean, come on, we had.
We were peeing. We had
Yeah.
such a great time. I miss you, Maddie. I love you.
Oh God, we had a blast.
Yeah.
It's
Welcome
oh
to
my
the Warped
God.
Tour was different. I remember the first year I did it, and I was kind of wild and young, and my friend Dave Ball.
Wild and young, you still are.
Yeah, my friend Dave Ball and me go to this. We go to this event. We get there 3
Do you wanna
hours
know what?
early.
I haven't seen him in. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's still doing boilers.
I don't know. Well, my boy's name is 8 Ball, and he's a little crazy.
You wonder why?
And we do our very first Warped Tour. Is it no, very first Lollapalooza.
Yeah.
This is when I first met. Now, this is 87 or 88. Might have been 89. I'm not sure. I'm not good with numbers.
You're not
Well,
doing much of anything.
Yeah. We decide before the show starts, we set up our trucks. We got everything we got to do. We got like 2 hours to kill. Well, me and 8 Ball decide we're going to sit on the stage, roll a doob, and crank one out. It's like maybe 8:30 in the morning. We crank it up. We party out. Who knew it was Diesel? Well, that blew the lid off of everything. And me and him just started. We went off on everybody. And every time someone walked past the stage, there we was smoking. We must have smoked like 3 or 4 joints within the hour.
I know. I was in Witch back then.
Well, I was hammered, crippled. Both of us were crippled. Little Charlie comes by and says, I can't believe you're just smoking. Well, we both smoke cigarettes, so what's the problem? We're smoking. Well, he caught a whiff of the Diesel. He goes, tells his father.
Oh shit.
A week later, Big Charlie says to me and Frankie, "What the hell happened at that show?" We were like, "We don't know what happened at that show." We were sitting on a stage smoking a cigarette, and your son came by, rambled something, and came over pissy to you. Now, me and Frankie are still laughing because we know what happened. And Big Charlie was very set against drugs.
Yeah, I know.
And finally I said to Chuck, I said, look, that's what I called him. I didn't call him Charlie, I called him Chuck. I said, I was getting high. It's none of my nephew's business. He shouldn't have been a bitch. And ran back. And me and fucking 8-Ball quit. We quit. And it lasted about an hour and a half because we were at the bar. We got a phone call that he actually needed us. And Charlie got yelled at for ratting out me and 8-Ball.
Well, I met one of my good friends.
And we had
At
so
one of the
much fun.
concerts.
With Johnny the Electrician.
Oh, Johnny Electrician. Oh, my God.
John the Electrician from the Allman Brothers Band. Hey, bro, how's Jersey?
Grateful Dead.
He was,
He
yeah.
worked for Grateful Dead also.
Yeah, worked for the Grateful Dead. So did Jimmy Olsen from Rocky Point. 19 and a half years he worked for the Grateful Dead.
Well, yeah, Johnny was really cool, but
Johnny was very cool.
he stuck by. That's when I was on a truck.
Yeah, that was in the 90s. He was a one bad mamma jamma.
Yeah, I mean,
It was a lot of fun.
like, the ice cream window's high.
Yeah.
I looked out and I saw this dude, and he was like right there.
Right, he was looking her in the eyes. That's how big he is.
He stood next to my truck, like pretty much the whole
Yeah.
day, like watching out for me. He was amazing.
That was the day I was walking around looking for something.
You found a bag of drugs.
Right. So I might as well get high. No sense of wasting good nature. And I roll a number, and I'm smoking it with this dude and this chick. And little Charlie comes running by screaming from like 30 feet away. I'm telling my mother, you bitch, she told you not to get high. You're at the
No,
stage. Yes,
wasn't
it was. The guy that was getting high with me, his girlfriend looks at me and says, would you like me to have my husband, well, my boyfriend,
I wasn't there with you. That was the Allman Brothers concert.
says to me,
I remember when you told me about that. Fuck.
I'm as high as a kite, the three of us, and the girl, little girl,
You didn't tell me you were getting high.
turns around and says,
You're busted now.
well, 20 years later, it
You're
doesn't matter.
busted.
She says, would you like my boyfriend to beat him up? Because that's what he does for a living. And I said, no. I said, he's my nephew. He's an asshole. So the boyfriend said, would you like me to send my girlfriend over to beat him up? Because they're both basically the same size. Little did I know that the two people I was getting high with,
They were the bodyguards for the
Greg
Allmans or something,
Allman's
right?
personal bodyguard
Yeah.
and his wife. And we had such a good time. And not to get him in trouble, I don't know if he still does it anymore. We were both young. It was early in the morning. We were just sitting down enjoying a summer's day.
No, the day with Johnny was the
And-
Fish concert. I
Oh,
was
God.
at the Fish
Remember,
concert.
he was killing people.
That's the
he
one
was
where the
going
guy
nuts.
kept coming up. He was so messed up out of
Yeah.
his brain, and he's buying an ice cream cone and giving me a $20 bill and walking away.
Yeah, some of these people at
was,
these
like, totally
shows were just
strange. But no, I met
just
one
crazy.
of a good friend of mine. That's a good friend of mine to this day.
Oh.
His name is Pumpkin.
Oh, you met the kid.
Yeah, Pumpkin and I didn't hit it off too well.
Pumpkin, my boy.
We were at a concert, and me and him for some reason kept knocking heads. Like, give me them because I hate when you play.
Yeah,
with
no, I'm wrapping them up.
And me and him were like knocking heads like second to none.
Yeah, well,
And
there
he
was a
being,
reason
He was
for
being
that.
a real asshole with me.
There was a reason
Hold
for
on a
that.
minute. And then I sat there and I said to him, I said, you know what? I said, you got something to say about it? I said, go over and talk to my old man. He's like, who's your old man? And next thing I know, I told him where you were, and the two of you disappeared into the mosh pit.
Yeah.
And you and him came back,
A
and
little beat up.
the three of us have been the best of friends.
For over 25 years.
That's second to none.
Yeah.
I mean, I
I
love
watched
this
this
man
kid.
to death.
He was a kid when I met him. He's 39 years old. He was probably maybe about 17, 18 years old. He was out of control. He was just looking to find a space in life. And he was just a tough kid. And me and him went off, and we did our thing, and we had a great time together. We've been friends ever since. He's now the president of a bike club. And I'm really proud of him because he owns it. And to Mike Pumpkin, keep going, brother. Don't look behind you.
No, but with that,
He's an inspiration. Believe me, I like to have Pumpkin come out here and
You know
really
what?
talk about his trials and tribulations, because before we go anywhere, He is not. He's not a cold person, but he's not the one to show his emotions.
Pumpkin.
He's an iron worker. He works in Manhattan. Hold on, let me tell the story because he told me this, and Pumpkin told me this himself. He was
Why do you call him Pump? Kid?
Pumpkin.
It's Pumpkin.
Punk.
Punkin.
He likes to wear pumpkins on his head. We don't know why. He did it since he's a kid.
Pumpkin, not Pumpkin.
I call him Pumpkin.
So it's Pumpkin.
I call him Pumpkin.
I know you do.
Well, anyway, he was at the platform in Penn Station. Like I said, he's an iron worker, so you know he's a big guy.
Very big.
And this kid comes up to him and says, "Are you Pumpkin?" Kid's like 17, 18 years old, so he figures he's gonna be a wise ass. And he goes, "Yeah, I'm him. What's the problem?" And the kid said, "Can I shake your hand
You saved
and
my life.
take my picture with you?"
Yeah.
And Pumpkin didn't understand, and the kid said, "I saw you speak at a convention on
No.
it
He
was
spoke in either
was a school or
NA
something.
meeting or AA
Right,
meeting.
it was
or
some
jail.
sort of meeting.
Because Pumpkin speaks in the jails, and he also speaks in.
he does public service."
Pumpkin is a reformed alcoholic and drug addict, and
I didn't want to put that out there.
well, you know what? He doesn't.
But Pumpkin, this kid,
He's recovering, not reformed.
I don't know what Pumpkin said at this meeting, but whatever he said, the kid said to him, "I want to thank you personally because that one night meeting you and listening to you talk
Saved my life.
changed my life. It saved my life."
Yeah.
The kid went into rehab. He went to AA. He got his shit together, and he told Pumpkin, "I want to be just like you. I want to be an inspiration to people." Pumpkin's never at a loss for words.
He said that he had tears.
Yeah, his eyes welled up. He gave the kid a hug, a handshake, a picture. And he said, "I got to get on the train." And he came back home. And it impacted him so much to think that
He's had a lot in his life. He's had a
rough
very
road.
strong life in hardcore.
Yeah, he is hardcore.
School of Hard Knocks, actually. Really
Yeah,
bad.
he wrote the book on Hard Knocks. He built brick by brick.
But like I said, he's recovering, and he reaches out and speaks to children, speaks to people in jails and meetings and everything. And
If you're right, he'll
it's
protect
just
you.
amazing with what he does. I mean, he honestly could be somebody's hero, which probably is because of what he does.
Yeah, because he does big things with that
But
big
if
body
people
and
look at
heart.
him, they'd be totally blown away.
Right.
And that's something you should do. You should try and sit there and see if he'd be willing.
Yeah, because
to come and talk.
Pumpkin doesn't like when people are bullied. He doesn't like when people are taken advantage of. He doesn't like to see people hurt or hurting. He's kind of like the Johnny Cash of
Bikers.
bikers.
Yeah, it's
He
fun.
loves the downtrodden, and he'll do anything to help anybody. With that,
We're going to go to commercial.
going to go to commercial. In fact, maybe while you're gone, you can go on Facebook and text Mikey and ask him if he can get it done.
Guys, ready for the show? Yeah. Enjoy it.
What were you just doing? Why are you dancing?
Because I'm listening to the Shirelles here.
The Shirelles? What
Yeah.
the hell is this?
That's my Pandora. I have music playing on in the background. I don't know if you can hear it. It's a casual day.
Oh, look at that. It's supposed to be like that?
X out of that.
Uh,
The hell is that?
I don't know.
Yeah.
You really need to stop smoking, mister.
Yeah, I am. And this time I really mean it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to see if we can get a hold of Dice. Is that his name? Dice?
Who?
Guardian. What's his name?
I don't want to talk about them.
No,
Do me a favor. I don't want to talk about them.
Well, I want to get people out here and interview the ones that are making
Well,
a
actually,
difference.
I have some people that'll probably be on here next week. And I don't know if anybody can see this, but it's Baby
Want me
Safe
to
Haven.
zip in on it?
I've been talking about this quite
Why
often.
don't you stand in front of the
No,
camera?
you could see it. They could see
No, they
it.
really can't.
can.
I'm sitting next to you and I'm looking at that camera and
'Cause
I
you're
can
blind.
barely see it.
You can
No.
see it. It's-
Hold on. Because this is something that's very important. We
I've been
discussed it
talking about
yesterday.
it
for
a couple
days.
of times.
And we're
this
involved
week.
in this. We're involved in this, what you're about ready to see.
I don't know if you could see it. It's Baby Safe Haven. There's signs all over. Sunrise, the Expressway, fire departments, Jericho, all over. You see this sign. There's a gentleman named Tim and a lady named Karen that deal with Baby Safe Haven. Safe Haven. What it is it's that you can go if there's any issues of you not wanting to keep your baby, or you can't keep your baby, or you could bring the baby to fire departments, hospitals,
Any place that
you
has
see
that
them.
sign. Any place
And
that
they will
has that
take the
sign.
baby, no questions asked. Me and Karen had a long talk yesterday.
Karen Pete, that's her name.
My thing is, and she said the same, they had on there all the repercussions of what will go on or what will happen or whatever because of these babies being found. Remains in dumpsters, in a bag or whatever. But not once do they ever sit there, the news does not once sit there and say that this organization is out there. You don't hear Channel 12 or any other news team saying
No,
there is an alternative,
they can't. They can't.
okay, to help.
They
So-
can't, and they're not going to.
Yeah, well, we're going to make it a point that they do.
And we're trying to get Tim out here and Karen.
Well,
And I really hope.
I was supposed to call Tim yesterday, but we got some bad news, so.
Yeah, well, we're not going to go into that.
No.
We're having a good day.
Yes, very good day.
I would love to get Karen out here. I would
They will be here this week. Saturday is one of the little babies is being buried. There's going to be a funeral, and I will have all the information if anybody wants to go pay respects. They're trying to raise some money right now to do the funeral and to bury this little boy. So
That's terrible.
I mean, I put up on my Facebook and on the Paul and Annie Facebook her website, the website that they deal with. So
Please,
if anybody's interested,
if you're interested in
go
getting
to
involved,
Paul and Annie show at Facebook, and you will see information about Safe Haven.
it's something
But-
important.
On that note, tomorrow
Tomorrow,
at 12:30,
12:30.
DJ Vinny Dice.
What do we have to do tomorrow?
Can I sleep?
I'll come here myself.
No, we told Vinny would be here.
Yeah. And yours truly, the maniac of the madhouse.
Yeah.
I'm going to be here. Who's his guest this week? Me! And
I don't know. Hey, Vin, if you're out there and you hear me, give me a call. I want to know who you're having on tomorrow. I forgot.
He's gonna have me and my buddy Bill, because I am starting a second job as a transventriloquist.
Transvestite? What is it? Transventriloquist or
A
transvestite?
who is that guy that throws his voice?
Ventriloquist.
That's what I'm gonna be.
So where'd you get a transventriloquist? Is that
That's a new version.
a new version of what?
A ventriloquism.
A ventriloquism? Transventriloquism?
Yes.
Or it's transvestite, transgender.
No,
So now we got a transventriloquist.
now here's me and
My
Bob.
God.
This is me and Bob, and we're gonna be on the Vinny Dice Show.
No,
And I'm
I really
going-
want Vinny to
No,
come
really,
in
I'm
and let
gonna
me know what's going
air
on
my
tomorrow.
ventriloquist act
Oh,
tomorrow.
now you got it right? You ventriloquist?
Right? Well, he said it. That's why.
Transventriloquist, huh?
Yeah. Hi, Vinny.
Are you trying to do something with that hand?
I don't know. I'm kind of bony. Be polite. I am being polite. I'm flipping out a bone.
Flipping me the bone?
I'm flipping out a bone. Stop that now. Being. You see what a good ventriloquist
No,
I am?
'cause you
You
can't
can't even
hear.
see my mouth move.
You can't even hear what you're saying!
You can't even see my mouth move.
No, but you can't hear what you're saying either.
Yes, you can. You can hear what I say.
What?
How could you not hear me?
You're an ass.
Put on your headphones. You will hear me.
You're
I am Johnny McBones.
now it's Johnny McBones.
I'm Johnny McBones from McDonald's. I ate a chicken McNugget. You don't know why. It goes right through me. I'm so...
You okay today, huh?
Yes, I'm a little thin. Look, he dances. Jeff Dunham's guy can't do this. Mine can. I have a marionette.
What?
I have a marionette.
A marionette?
Yeah.
Well, Beanie's a transventriloquist. He must be a marionette.
I gotta get some strings on this sucker and get him really going. Yep. That's me and my
Transventriloquist.
transventriloquist. And,
Marionette.
yeah, his name is Marionette. He was spent a little bit of time in jail.
Look, he hung himself.
What can I say? Holy shit, I used to work at 7-Eleven. Now look at me.
Boy, he turns into a lot of different things. He's what is he?
He's
No,
multi-talented and multifaceted.
not bipolar. He's got
Tripolar. He'll try anything once.
Stop! Let me think. Multiple personalities.
Yes, he does.
First he was Bill, then he was Marionette,
Right.
then he was Jimmy Bones,
Yes.
and now he's Habib from 7-Eleven.
Yes. Hello, welcome to 7-Eleven. May I help you? Would you like a bomb with that coffee?
You're an ass. You're definitely an ass.
I am friends with Abdul. I lost my turban. I lost my hair. Yes. See, he's trisexual. He'll try anything to realize he has no feeling
Didn't
in
you
his
get a
hands.
lady that sat there came up to you the other day?
Yeah,
My God.
we're at the
Hold on.
Survivor. Hold on.
Good morning, our Madhouse.
Good morning. This is the Paul Nanny Show, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Hey, my name is Jim Johnson, and I've been an Elvis impersonator for about 20 years now. You know, I haven't performed anywhere yet. You know, I'm thinking, being a big fan of the show, if it would be all right, I could maybe one day come to the show and perform.
Yes, you can, but hold on. We have another call
Hold
coming in.
one
Hold
second.
on. I want to
We'll get
hear
back
this.
to that. We definitely would love to have you on the show. Hold on one second.
Thank you very much.
Good
Hello?
morning, you're on Madhouse.
Yeah, hi. My name's Brianna Yana, calling on behalf of American Express. Open and a recording
Sweetheart, there's nobody here right now. You're on the air on my show.
You're on a live radio show. Sorry.
That's okay.
Thank you, Brianna.
Hello?
Hello. How you doing, baby? you sound like a hunk of burning love.
I love to perform on your show if it's possible.
That would be perfect.
Show up any day between Tuesday and Friday, dressed up like Elvis, and we'll put you out there.
We're here Monday through Friday, and anytime you want to come on the show, you're more than welcome to.
I appreciate it. I never performed anywhere before, and I'm from Memphis, and I moved to New York. I moved to New York here about 5 years ago, and always looked up to Elvis, I kind of dressed just like him. I have to say I look identically like him, and I've never been anywhere out in the public performing anywhere. So
Come on out.
yeah, being that I'm here in Long Island now, don't have many friends. I'm 37 years old and I'm unemployed, but I'm thinking that maybe somebody will recognize me on your show and I'll do my thing. I won't disappoint you.
Come on out, and we'll see what we can do for you. Maybe we can kickstart your career.
Very good.
That would be a lot of fun to know that we help somebody.
If you go on Paul and Annie Facebook and send me some information, we can talk off the air.
And we'll set up a date, and you come on in, and you give us a performance. This would be fantastic. I like Elvis imitators.
One thing I promise I'll definitely will not disappoint you or let you down, and I appreciate the opportunity. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you for even considering us, which is appreciative.
Well, you guys have a great day, and I'll definitely keep in contact. Thank you.
You got it,
you.
brother.
Have a great
Bye-bye. That would be so nice.
That's weird because I don't know who the hell that was. If it was an actual impersonator, I'd love it.
That guy, if that was a true hit,
I'd love him.
I would love
Tag
him
me
to
on
come out.
Facebook.
I would love people to come out.
Actually, you
and-
want to know what? If there's anybody else out there,
You got something you want
hold
to
on 1 second.
perform.
If there's anybody out there that is actually interested in coming on our show, they can actually contact us directly at 631-891-2890, and or you can contact us on Paul and Annie Show on Facebook. And I would love to have anybody come out who has any type of
Any
life
talent.
story that they want to share.
You got-
any
right.
insanity.
If you got a funny story or you think you can make it as a comedian, we'll put you right on the camera the same day.
Anybody who has anything.
No. You got to understand.
Or
If you feel you got a talent and you want to get it out there, just don't come here doing fucking Macbeth. Don't give Boris to death. If you're a singer and you got the backup music and you want to sing it, come out here. You're a comedian. I'll give you 15 minutes of fame, glory, and get you to be seen and heard by other comedians as such as myself, Frankie Prince, Terry McNeely, who is a very strong up and coming actor in the entertainment business. There's Mike Keegan. We have comedians out there, Wang Doodle.
But it's not only that. You want to know what? There's people
or
out there that
if you have something to say that's interesting
something to say
or
that you want
informative.
people to hear, or anything. I'm sorry, we're crazy, me and you. We're insane.
I am
with
insane.
Things that we
I
do
have
or things
papers
that
to
we
prove
say.
it. I have papers to prove it.
And if there's somebody out there that is interesting or has something that they want to say,
If you can add a little something to the insanity, come on down. Give us a
Right.
call. We're not afraid. We take chances in all parts of our lives.
with that, baby, I want to say goodbye for today.
Yeah, hold on.
And
Okay.
much love, honor, and respect to everybody
Much
out
love,
there.
honor, and respect.
Have a safe weekend.
From-
Bundle up because it's starting to get cold.
It's getting
November can't come quick enough because I'm heading down to the warm weather.
And you're taking Billy Bones with you?
No. Mr. Bones is staying here.
Mr. Bones needs some warmth,
You
right?
can have your warmth.
He is cold. I am cold.
That's nice. Put some clothes
I
on.
am from the hot country. I want to be warm again.
Anyway, I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in to me. And
How dare you
Paulie
talk to
and
me
our
like that, you
happy
infidel.
crazy
You
shit.
are an infidel. Don't talk to me like that. Come on.
Say goodbye.
Come on, bitch. Bring it on. Bring it on. Bring it on. Bring it on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Now you got me pissed. Come on. Come on. I whipped your ass. Ah! Let go. Let go. You're a horrible bitch, you. You're showing in my pelvic region. Let go of me. Help. I'm being held hostage. I've been held hostage. Help me. She's got me gonunas. She held me by my gonunas. I guess we want to get married now. And you have a nice day from Marionette. Do you like my gonunas that you played with them?
Bye, everybody. Have a great weekend.
She touched my gonunas. Help me. Help.